Hey guys, today is March 18th and it is the PTR Patch Day, which means that next week on Tuesday for North America and Wednesday for Europe will be a large patch. Let's go over everything that's changed, but we will be skipping past two sections because I'll be doing a full video on them later. So to talk about it, they're making some general changes. They're making the cap on maximum negative armor is now going to be increased from minus 25 to minus 75. Um, because different armor effects don't stack, it just means that if there's something that can reduce the armor from a decent amount, it can now go a little bit higher than it could go before, rather than things being capped at the 25, negative 25. So they're going to be adding new talents that are going to make these negative armor effects get bigger. For example, we might see Varian's yelling build go up to maybe minus 30. That seems pretty strong, but I'm just giving that as an example. The hero roles have been updated in this patch, so we will now be seeing the tank, bruiser, support, healer, melee assassin, and ranged assassin instead of our warrior, assassin, support, and specialist. We're going to be seeing these ones. Now, a lot of people, there's confusion about this. People said, oh, they're trying to get rid of the specialist role. Not necessarily. They still want wacky heroes, as have we seen in the AMA. However, they are trying to make it a little bit easier for new players to know if they click on Zagara and they see specialist, they don't know what that does, so they don't play that character. But if they see Zagara and it says ranged assassin, they go, okay, I can give this a shot. So it just gives you a general idea of at least how they play. These roles are mainly just for new players. Loot chests are no longer available for gem purchase. Rare loot chests are now available for gold purchase, 3,000 each. So now you can spend gold to get a loot chest. It is still more worth it to re-roll a bad chest than it is to buy a new chest, just so you know. But if you're someone out there that's sitting on like 400,000 gold, it doesn't hurt to pick up some rare loot chests whenever a new event rolls. Let's move down to the Allium Complex. The Allium Complex is kind of a lore-based thing where they talk about this lore world in Allium Acropolis, or Arcopolis. Arcopolis? I don't know. Whatever. We'll move on from that. And it's a city that we won't go fully into the lore. If you'd like to read this, I've got a link down in the description below. Here's what you might be interested in, though. So the Allium Complex has a quest chain. The first one, you need to make contact with the dragon. You capture mercenaries in winning games. They always make these in winning games, which frustrates people, but the reason why is they don't want people to just go around the whole game trying to pick up camps. They want you to still play to win the game, but just make it a secondary priority to go for camps. You get a spray and a 3-day boost. The next time, win 2 games as a melee range assassin, and you get a portrait and a chest. The next one, you contribute 25,000 experience in winning games. You get a spray and some gold. To give you guys some ideas of some characters that might be good, if you're playing and you're trying to get this first quest with minion caps, you're going to want to be picking up a healer like Rhaegar. You're going to want to be picking up a tank like Blaze, and then the rest of the roles have easier things for camps. So if you're allowed to be in any role, Jaina's, Illidan's, Sonya's, stuff like that. If you want to do melee range assassin, that's pretty straightforward. Contributing experience is good on people like Abathur. Ragnaros can usually get this in one go, just because once you get Lava Wave, you're just wiping an entire wave and getting experience. Win 2 games as healer sport, pretty straightforward. You get yourself a phrases pack, which are kind of neat because they're lately have been animated emojis, which is kind of nice. Kill 150 minions in winning games. This is pretty easy if you're playing someone like Azmodan, because, I mean, you're already trying to get those 150 minions in winning games is essentially 300 stacks. So you're likely going to be able to do way more than that anyways. So playing someone like Azmodan would be really good to get that. You get a spray and some gold. Valor to Joanna. You get 2 games Tank or Bruiser. You get a loot chest and another portrait. Takedown for Cyber Oni Butcher. And, takedowns. And you get a Butcher portrait and a spray. And then onto the research facility, destroy 10 forts or keeps. Again, in winning games, should be pretty straightforward. You're already going to be destroying those 500 gold. And they've added new Allium Complex loot chests, which are seasonal, okay? All of the skins that you can get in this event are seasonal, guys. You will not be able to get these outside of the event. So do you see these skins right here? Let's move into some of these skins. So if we go into the new skins, let me find, like, are they not in here? Give me a second. Let me find, Joanna should have a skin. Where are they? Perazim has a skin for sure. Lucio has one. Okay, so the new skins are in here. So do you see these? These are available in Lunar Festival loot chests. So this is a new skin for Lucio. It's a lunar skin. There's one for Karazim as well. So you see these cyborg skins, and these ones do come with themed abilities, themed animations. So you've got, it's a pretty cool skin. And then we have, let's see what we've got going on. Diablo has a new skin. Am I crazy? Hold on. Oh, that's Butcher. Okay, Butcher, Karazim, and Chromie have new skins. But those are the event. They're also bringing back lunar skins. So during that time, you can also pick up the lunar skins as well. There will be a bundle in the live version of the game. Currently, there's no bundle. If I go to purchase and featured, you can see there's no bundle. Go to here, bundle. No, there's just no bundles. But there will be bundles available for all of the skins. They're just not available right now. On to the Storm League. Storm League is the new Hero League Team League merge. This will also be available next week on Monday and Tuesday. Sorry, for Tuesday and Wednesday for North America and EU respectively. They've been merged into a single ranked Storm League. Players must have 16 or more heroes available and account level 50 to queue up for Storm League. Players can, so this is one of their ways to get rid of Smurfs. Players can choose their preferred role in the ranked menu so other team members can understand their play style. So I like to play ranged assassins as well as support, so I will put ranged assassin and sports up there. However, I might also just toss tank up there if there's no other tank players, but I don't really prefer it. But I can definitely play tank. I mean, I can play everything, but players can see party members' win counts under the ranked badge for Storm League and Q. Remember, this isn't win percentages, just win count, so just bragging rights. Starting MMR in Storm League will be taken from the player's last highest MMR from Hero League or Team League, whichever is higher. So they're not, earlier discussion with MMR was they were going to take the MMR that was kind of a merge between how many games you played. It's just the highest one now. There's really no point in playing your lower one, or unless you just want to play it for fun, go for it until the new seasons come out. Players will be prevented from queuing up in Storm League as a party together if their ranks difference more than 2 leagues apart. However, there's an exception that if you're playing with 5 people, any member outside of the party's league spread will not be counted towards the requirements. Players who have not yet placed can also be put in there. So if you have friends if you and your friend are really wide range away from each other, either start working on moving that up or start looking for 3 other players to play with. This is all there to prevent Smurfs from boosting other people up. So it's a pretty neat thing. There are 2 reworks, which we're not going to talk about here. We will be making separate videos for these reworks. And then on to Lunara. We can just click down to her. They're just changing her Q a little bit. They're dropping the movement speed bonus, but then they're making it to where it now stacks with the other movement speed bonuses. It's just because of the movement mechanic and how movement speed works. It's just this will end up fixing it. So overall, this is better than what it was before, if that explains anything. Because after they changed everything, this is just better. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. So overall, that is what's going on. We've got some adjustments in armor, the new roles, the new ranked system, being able to buy loot chests with gold, and multiple rare loot chests with gold, as well as the new lore and the new stuff. So to kind of go into some of these skins, now that you've seen the entire patch, I'm just going to cover a lot of the new skins that are coming out. So there will be more of the seasonal skins, which we can't cover all of those because it's kind of hard to find all of them. But there should be seasonal skins for several characters, and they will be announced when they actually come out. Karazim's new skins, we're going to go to try mode really quick, just show you what it looks like. What are the new changes, and then we'll go into some of the other skins. So if you want to take the time to Watch all of these. Feel free to hang out. If not, you can leave. That's no worries. We still got to see all the major changes. I'm excited. The new reworks were not expected. Most people were just expecting a new hero to come out. So we're gonna make it level 10, and then we're gonna go into see if there's a difference in any of the level 1 abilities, because sometimes they make different animations for his different abilities at level 1. So without any talent, it's green. Pretty straightforward, punching, kicking. Let's go into Transcendence. Straightforward, punching, kicking, and it just lights up green on his hands. Let's reset talents. Iron Fist lights up orange on his hands. That's pretty cool, and we can assume that the next one is blue. Let's look at the allies, see if by any chance they're any different. They're pretty straightforward, same as what they normally are. Onto this, doesn't really matter. Onto 7-sided. So W, looks like that's just about the same. They might have a symbol that's on the edge that's popping out. I don't know if that's the exact symbol that was on there before. His dash has a new green animation. His E has a new big animation. And, ooh, 7-sided looks really cool. So I like that. Let's reset talents really quick. Let's go back in. Doesn't really matter what I go into. And let's go Divine Palm and see. Pretty similar. It's just a more of an animated look. So we're going to quit. We're going to head on to look at Chromie's new changes. And you're going to see a light hint of the rework that they're giving to Chromie. So that might be cool for those that are interested. Let's go skins. Check over here. This is a really cool skin. Pretty excited for this skin, actually. I'm excited for Chromie changes and this skin. So let's go set level. Let's make this. We'll make it 20. And let's head down here and see what these new animations might look like. So this skin is really cool looking. But let's toss down a W. Let's not talk about that. We're not talking about that. Okay. But that looked really cool in the skin. Let's toss out a Q. Really cool in the skin. We won't talk about the fact that it hits structures now, and we also won't talk about the fact that it already has an echo. We're not talking about any of this, guys. We are not mentioning this until the new video comes out, but this skin looks so cool. Well, let's pick up Time Walker just to see if it adds anything new. Nope, it's just about the same. We won't talk about these talents right now. And we're going to go into the Empowered Basic Attack. They've removed that. We won't talk about the fact that there's a Detonate Time Trap right now. And we're also not going to talk about a proper greeting. We're not going to talk about the fact that these are slightly changed. But that skin is really, really cool. And we're going to go to Reset Talents. We're not going to talk about any of these. And we're going to go to Temporal Loop. Temporal Loop, the animation's really cool. And we won't talk about the fact that it says Temporal Loop buff on there. We're not going to talk about that at all. Let's see if Timeout has been changed at all. Timeout has... Oh, that is actually really cool. We won't talk about the fact that Bye-Bye is not there anymore. We're not talking about that at all. But Hearthstone animation, the skin, is about the same. It's a little bit... Add a couple new things. Let's check out Quantum Overdrive. They didn't change the animation for that. And we won't cover what any of the other talents are here until the video. So that is the new Chromie skin. I think the new Chromie skin is really, really cool. Like, it's going to be a buy for me right away. And then let's look at the Butcher skin. So that should be Melee Assassin. We'll scroll all the way down to the bottom. Oh, there's no scroll bar for Melee Assassins. Oh, I just did try without the skin. We'll go back. If anyone would like to see a skinless Butcher, no skin Butcher, either way, that sounds really, really wrong, but whatever. We won't get into that. So this is his new skin. Looks pretty crazy. A little too neon for me, but there are skin variations. All right, let's set the level at 20, and let's go down the new skins. There are also new mounts. We'll get into those a little bit, but we probably won't talk about that too much. All right, so let's go into, there's nothing fancy in any of these talents, nothing that gives you anything new. Let's check out Furnace Blast. So let's use the Charge. Charge is about the same as what it was before. His Q is pretty much the same as what it was before. His W is the same as what it was before. Furnace Blast looks a little bit more triangle-y, if that's a way to explain that. Let's go to Reset Talents, and let's pick up Lambs to the Slaughter. And the chain, I probably should have done it on this other side. Let's toggle cooldowns and put it over here. Chain looks pretty similar. It's just I would say everything for his looks about the same. I'd imagine this is a cheaper skin. Probably going to be about 600 shards when it comes out, because there's just not a lot that's changed. Let's complete his quest really quick and see what his brands look like when they're lit up. That's pretty cool, but overall, I think this is going to be one of the cheaper skins. So let's take some guesses. The Chromie skin's going to be expensive. Kharazim's probably going to be like a mid-tier, and this one might be a low tier. It does say themed abilities and altered voice, but let's see. Let's go into skins really quick. Let's go to Butcher. And it is a legendary skin. Interesting. I was not expecting that. Figured it'd be a cheaper skin. Not a skin that I would probably be picking up. Let's go down to Chromie. And this one definitely is a legendary skin. There's no way around it. They're very cool. A lot of stuff going on. And then on to the Kharazim, which should also be a legendary skin. It was... Wow. So I would take the Kharazim skin over the Butcher skin any day, and it's actually cheaper. So I think for me, the Kharazim and the Chromie skin will be must purchases, and then I probably will never buy that Butcher skin. But if I get it, cool. Which, my luck with Butcher skins, I've been getting a lot of the Butcher skins without even trying. I've never bought a Butcher skin, and I have like the majority of them, which is funny. Anyway, so those are the new skins. On to the new mounts. We can't get too far into it, but you can go to the Lunar event, and it will show all of the Lunar ones. There are Cyber Boars. They're bringing out a Lunar Dragon, and they're bringing back a lot of the other Lunar mounts that were there before. So you can see the Lunar Dragons, the Lunar Guardians, the Lunar Tigers, and those are the mounts that are going to be in the game. You can see the new ones are available up here for a higher cost. So this will normally be 400 shards next year, but it's 600 now. This is 1800 right now, but it normally won't be that. So that is all of the new skins, all of the new mounts, and all the major changes. We'll be going over the hero reworks in the next couple days to maybe... I don't know, next days to week. You'll hear about all the new reworks before the PTR hits. So, or sorry, before the actual game drops. So, thank you all for watching, and feel free to check out my other videos.